Hey guys, how's it going? My name is always and welcome back to Age of Engineering. In the last episode, we were working on getting the last bit of automation ready and setting up a P2P tunnel. So I did a little bit of work between episodes. One, I kind of finished the basement here, which looks really nice. I actually love the way this looks. The only thing I haven't actually messed with is this area. But we'll get to that later. It's not that big of a deal right now. And just kind of building on all that kind of stuff. And I also built up this area a little bit more. This is how tall these rooms are going to be. And I don't know what I'm going to do for the roof quite yet. I don't like the tunnels. We're probably going to bring those down to be like a 3x3. A little bit smaller looking. And like I said, I don't know what we're going to use for the roofs yet, but I'll figure that out at some point. It's not that important. But currently I have that P2P tunnel connected to four different. We have this one right here, which is an output. And basically, the P2P tunnels, you can have one input for multiple outputs. So we have 32 channels separated between these three guys. And it's working pretty well. There's also one at the industrial craft area. So there's actually four. There is four. And yeah, it's working out pretty well. Clears up a lot of channels and whatnot, and it is going to be the main way we kind of organize things. Now, we'll probably end up having a couple of P2P tunnels going to different places and whatnot, and we'll kind of judge that based on what we need. Eventually, we will want to make these dense cables and smart cables and all that kind of stuff, because what we can do with this is actually color code them, and the color coded ones will not connect to any like cables of different colors, so we can take advantage of that to kind of separate out channels. So for the time being, we need to do some more space travel, and that's kind of the plan today. But before we can get to that point, we're gonna have to set up a little bit more automation, and I want to do some of this on camera just because it's gonna be a pain. This guy is still running and working just fine. I had to rearrange some of the stuff with the things that can take energy, because turns out if we discharge them, they have a tag that has the energy, an NBT tag, and the stuff that we get from the analyzing chamber, doesn't have NBT tags, so we had to, or I had to kind of separate that out, but not a big deal. I'm still waiting to see anything else we can get, but we're going to want one of these guys, starch extractor, and I have a bunch of stuff in my inventory. So I went ahead and made a whole bunch of molecular assemblers and interfaces so that we can set up some automation today. And we're going to want some dense cables. And the problem with that is it requires wool, which we don't really have access to. So what we're going to end up doing is using garden cloches. I talked about this before. We're going to have a bunch of garden cloches somewhere in here, and it is going to storm. Great. Oh man, I hate this. We have to run back to the overworld so we can sleep, so that things don't spawn and like ruin my day. Especially creepers. Creepers are bad because creepers explode and destroy things. Please don't. Thank you. Alright. Is it already done? Maybe not. I don't know. Nope, it's still raining. But it might not be thunderstorming. Let's see if we can sleep, and if we can, great. If we can't, whatever. I need to figure out some way to deal with that. But anyways, lag spikes. Okay, so it was a very brief thunderstorm. That was strange. Great. So what we need to do is we're going to set up some, what we're eventually going to do. I considered using a, what is it called? There's a creeper in here, isn't there? There's that skeleton. Oh no, just a skeleton with armor. Ooh, I actually want the armor. That'd be kind of cool. Let's just drop this stuff off. What does it have? Fire protection. That's boring. Alright. There's another skeleton with armor and a spider. I don't care about the spiders. But what we're going to need to do is... I had considered setting up a sheep farm. Unfortunately, we don't really have any good ways of shearing sheep. So what we're going to do instead is probably just have a flax farm. And so kind of the plan is eventually we are going to have a bunch of... we're going to have a bunch of things, garden cloches, that's what they're called, set up so that we can get whatever crops we're going to want. And that's going to be kind of the main way we get things like wool from string, from flax, and that kind of stuff. So that is going to be set up here eventually, and that'll be easy enough to hook up and have running and all that fun stuff. And we already have channels over here, so it's just going to be a matter of getting those hooked up to water and whatnot. So it is a thing to work towards, but what I want to do today is, first of all, we need to work towards making the matter receiver. And this is going to require a ton of recipes. Let's get rid of the cables. And one of the things we're also going to look at is we need experience. Because for the soul binder, which we need in order to make, what is it, the ender crystals. So we need a soul vial of enderman. The soul binder requires levels. And so what we're going to need to do is have some way of getting levels. We're going to try out the XP vacuum. Otherwise, I really don't know what's going to be a good way. We could probably use, were they drains? No. I really don't know what's going to be the best way to get experience in all this. There is another way. We could use an XP vacuum with some other stuff. We're going to see what this actually does. But can we go ahead and make that? We need energetic alloy. Of course we do. I'm always running out of that. Let's make just a bunch. And alright, so matter receiver, we're going to need telepad blocks. We're going to need travel anchors. So a lot of this stuff we're going to just go ahead and automate. Travel anchors, which require... excuse me. Oh, man. Choked on my spit. That is awful. We're going to require pulsating crystals and travel anchors. Okay. So before we get too deep in all this stuff, we have these guys set up. And I want to set up some other things. So let's first of all put this stuff in here, as well as we have plenty of rocket fuel. I'm not worried about that. Let's put the starch extractor. We're going to want wheat, I guess. Potatoes. I don't even know. What is some good stuff that's... No, we could use saplings. So we can grab a bunch of saplings, and I'll do that in a moment. But what I want to do... Oh man, we need one more inventory spot. Let's just put these in here for the time being. Because we're going to take all of this stuff out, and we're going to move this guy. We're going to move pretty much all of our auto crafting stuff down below, because that side room is going to be a trophy room at some point, but I already have a spot set up for the ME drive. And there we go. And then, you know, it probably just messed up the auto crafting. That's fine though. We're gonna break this, and yeah, it was storing 14 more gold. So this is where things are gonna get really annoying. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove that and probably just remove all of this. Alright, so for the time being, we're going to do 2 craftings. Why do I not have power? That was very strange. And I guess let's go ahead and just hook these up like so for the time being. We'll set these up to be a little bit better later. But what we can do is we can have 8 ME interfaces. And that's pretty much it for right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll put molecular assemblers like so. 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll probably have multiple sets of these eventually. But for now, we can only do what we can do. So let's get this hooked up. And that should be all the channels this can take. So what we can now start doing is getting rid of all the other stuff. So everything is here. We have auto crafting. Energetic alloy, we have 56. Yeah, it's good enough. Let's go ahead and make this guy. And we'll get to the auto craft. We'll get to the XP stuff in a moment. But for now, what we need to do is start removing all this stuff. And we probably should grab that and just get rid of some of this stuff and start getting it set up down here. So all of these things are, oh my gosh, we're gonna have to go back and forth. Oh man, this is gonna be a little tedious, not gonna lie, but you know, let's just break everything. And that will not be the best of ways to deal with this, but it's not an awful way either. And that's close to everything. So we're just going to put all of these in here. And I don't really care about any organizational type stuff or anything like that. It does not matter one bit. It could later, but we're going to have enough molecular assemblers that it doesn't matter, because the only time it matters is one interface can, it only can craft one thing at a time. So it needs more molecular assemblers if it wants to craft more than one thing. So you can have some issues if like the steps to crafting something is all in one interface. But usually it's not that bad. And that's only going to take, you know, more time and all that kind of fun stuff. So it's not that big of a deal. Anyways, with that taken care of, let's start getting stuff set up for automation. So we're going to put the rest of the molecular assemblers away, and eventually we'll set those up to be dense cables so that we can make more stuff. So telepad blocks, we're going to need to teach the system ender crystals. We'll get to that, but that is not what I wanted. Telepad blocks, we need a travel anchor, which we should be able to make now. Also, I disabled the shortcut to hide the NEI, and basically I just got rid of the O, so now it won't disappear whenever we type O, which is nice. So we're going to need a pulsating crystal. And I guess what we should do is set a recipe, and let's get the automation set up for ender crystals. So that is going to be kind of complicated. Not going to lie. We need to grab the soul binder and the powered spawner. And this is where things are going to get really annoying, because we need to have a couple other things. And what we're going to actually do is set this up so that the powered spawner, so soul binder, powered spawner, and we're gonna probably want the interface. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and put the interface here. So this will get the pulsating crystal, and then this will try to push, and we'll have to have some item conduits back here, extract, insert, and then we're going to have it be only empty soul vials. And then last thing this is going to need is experience, which is a little bit of a pain. So for right now, we can go ahead and set this. Wait, is it not a pulsating crystal? What is it? It is a vibrant crystal. Okay. I hear skeletons. I think they're underneath. So we'll have to get a vibrant crystal. And then the other thing is the experience, and then we're going to need a filter as well. So that shouldn't be too bad. We have a filter. We're going to need a vibrant crystal, which we will also need to teach. So it's a vibrant crystal. And then we'll just need to hook it up to power and all that kind of fun stuff. Nothing too bad. So I did have a filter there, but this should work. We'll see if it does. But extract. Actually, no. What we'll do is put on the insert whitelist soul vials. This is extract always active. And then put that back into there with an insert. And something like that. Now we do need power for both of these guys, so we'll just hook it up like so. And I guess, I don't know if I'm going to hide the wiring or not. That's something I will decide later, but that should be fine. So we'll put the vibrant crystal in there. We need more levels, and this is where the experience stuff is going to be required. There is a cool way we can kind of deal with it. We could use a mechanical user to open up solidified experience, and then use the XP hopper, the vacuum, to gather that, I think. But I'm not entirely sure. So let's grab like 3 more levels. We're just going to make 1 for now. And then while we're waiting on some other automation, we'll kind of deal with that. So this is not going to be like perfectly automated yet, but it's going to get close. Wait, what? Alright, let's just grab 10 levels, I guess. That should have worked, but it didn't. And I don't know why. Oh well. Anyways, let's get this taken care of. I keep going to that because I'm thinking I need items. I don't need items, I need experience. But yeah, not having to do this manually would be really nice. We could use an experience obelisk that will transfer levels, but we'd have to fill it manually as well. So don't really want to do that. So that's going to take a moment. And then it should transfer the item into there. And yeah, I kind of want to get another filter and blacklist the soul vials, just to make sure. Otherwise, we could just do higher priority. That should work well enough. So we'll just put a higher priority on that, and it should be fine. Okay. So that taken care of. Obviously, we still need to give the experience, but that is how we can make the ender crystals. So for the most part, automated. It's just a matter of getting the rest. And the ender crystals are useful for other things as well, so that is good to know. So this goes on top of the soul binder. And anything with Enderman, which I don't think is many things with the soul binder. Let's see, sentient enders is, no, it's just that one. Okay. So yeah, we'll probably, I'll probably manage the interfaces a little bit better later, but that's fine for now. So now we should be able to tell it to make one of these. All right. And that is a crafting. So there is the telepad blocks. We're going to need 4 of those. We're going to need rods of return, so we should probably teach it how to make that. Knows how to make all that stuff, so that is fine. And then the teleporter, we're going to need frequency modulator. Actually, I want that to be ore dictionaried. And these can go in here. So we could probably go ahead, grab one of those. Glass fiber cables. The silver grit, we can probably go ahead and teach it. That is crusher. Can we get it from sag mill? Yes. So that in the sag mill, which of course we have to go all the way over and use. It should be fine. So that is not the sag mill. I need to get something in there. Let's actually, I think, are the other machines over here? Yes. Let's take that out and put it in this one. The automated ones need to have the best upgrades. So there we go. And let's go back to the main base. Oh man, once we have actual automation for all this stuff, it's going to be so much nicer. But we're going to need the silver dust. So that makes silver dust. And then we can make the glass fiber cables. What else are we going to need? We're going to need the advanced machine casing. So we need a basic one. Which we don't know how to make. I'm surprised by that. And then we can go ahead and make the advanced. So we're going to need steel plates. We're going to need what is it called? Advanced alloy, which we need to teach the system how to make. So advanced alloy is mixed metal ingots, which we do not have. So a lot of automation stuff. Nothing too difficult here. So that is fine. Let's go ahead and put those in there, and then sag mill gets this. And then we're going to need a recipe for this guy and the compressor to make the advanced alloys. And a lot of this I'm setting up just because we're going to get to it sooner rather than later, and having that all together would be really nice. So advanced alloy. And then we're going to need to make the carbon plates, which is also kind of a pain, but not that bad. So coal dust makes those. That makes that. And then for this, we needed those. Whoops. Coal things. And then all we need to do is set up the compressor. So that's not actually that bad. We actually already have carbon plates. So raw carbon fiber. No, it's not the carbon fiber. It's the raw carbon mesh, which I can easily craft. Makes the carbon plate. And our stuff is out of inventory room. Let's take that out. Let's take that out. Brewing stand. That's not good. So can we get, I don't know, 10 more of these? No, we're missing silicon and Sturgis quartz. So can we get like 2 more of them? That we can do. And then the other question is, can we get an ME drive? I never taught the system how to make those. Let's do that real quick. So an ME drive is just those with engineering processors. So we'll make one of those. That'll be fine. Nice and easy. Alright, so we'll get this taken care of. Let's go ahead and set up... Oh my gosh. Gotta keep the magnet off when I'm walking around. Set those back in there. Let's go ahead and get the compressor set up. So this is going to be pretty easy. Metal former, compressor. We're going to want both of those in there. And it should be okay to put things in. And then we should be able to extract. We'll see about that. So extract, always active, insert, and then we just need to have power cables to these guys, and this stuff. And we'll kind of come back and check and make sure this actually works and all that fun stuff, but it should be fine. Alright, so the only other thing we're going to need to do is grab a couple of buckets for the void. What is it actually called? The one stuff, the liquid. Void dew. There we go. That's what it's called. And the first planet we're going to go to is actually the one to get power generation for mechanisms. No, tantalum. We're going to get tantalum so that we can make advanced circuits easier. So let's put those in there. And we have 2 of these. We should be able to make an ME drive now. So let's go ahead and get that taken care of. And I do want to see if there is... Nope, just the one. Okay. So once that is finished, which it's making the engineering processors, that should not take that long. And we can put these things back because I don't need those right now. We can go ahead and hook this up. So we have 3 channels there. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we should have plenty more. We're just going to put this right here for now. I'll make all this stuff look nice later. It's not that big of a concern right now. It's mostly just let's get things done so we can put this stuff back. Alright, so... theoretically, we should be able to make the advanced machine casing. And let's actually try to make that right now. Advanced machine casing. Let's go make sure that the compressor is working correctly. I have a feeling that it might not, because I don't know if the interfaces can insert. They can, it just doesn't have power. Right, we needed power. Which is just going to be a matter of getting some glass fiber cable, which we might have a little bit up here. We have 1. That's a bummer. Alright, let's get some more glass fiber cable. We might have some more in here. We don't have that much, but let's get like a little bit more. This might be enough to at least get this machine set up. And I'm going to kind of condense all the interfaces and get filters and all that kind of stuff at some point later. But for right now, I just want to get this working. So that pops down. Like like so. And, you know, just for the time being, let's go ahead and do this. So there's the power. I will worry about more stuff later. So let's just make sure that this is going to work. And... yep, cool, not a problem. Awesome. So with that, I believe we can make the teleporters, and then we can make everything else. Now there's one last thing that we're not going to be making, which is the machine frame. What does it take on? Oh, right, advanced circuits. I swore I already had a recipe for that. Did I lose it somewhere? Because I also felt like I tried to make those. Circuits. Let's go see something real quick. Because I swear that we lost that. See, is there anything in that one? There is. I swore that I had the advanced circuits already auto-crafted, but evidently not. Alright, so advanced circuits is the hard part. So let's see. These guys require these. And can we make one of those? Awesome. So we can at least do that. And then that. Just put these in here and get a teleporter. So we need one teleporter. We're gonna need lapis. No, what is it called? What is it called? Empowered Palus crystal. So we can teach the system, since we have all this extra stuff, we can teach it that is, let's just get the empowered Palus crystal. That is going to take a while to make. We're missing blue slime. Of course we are. Alright, so I'll tell you guys what. I am going to get the rest of the auto crafting set up for this and get everything done with this, because I want to go to the moon. Not the moon. We're going to be going to Eris. I do believe, because what I want to do is I want to be able to make this, which requires tantalum plates, and tantalum comes from Tantalum Ore, which is Eris. So that's where we're going to go, and we're going to try to get some of this stuff. So that's the plan, and I will be right back once I have the meta receiver, so be right back. Alrighty then, a little bit later, and we should have pretty much everything done. I don't know if the teleporter's done crafting. So we have both the telepads and the teleporter. Did a little bit of auto crafting, not too much. Some of it we can't really do much with yet, because I want to wait on mechanism stuff, and we're working towards that. So I went ahead and got a couple of Planet ID chips. I actually had a zombie that spawned in here. The corners here were actually dark, which was interesting, seeing a zombie trapped in there. But we should have everything we need to make another matter receiver, except for the machine frame. Oh, and the rod of return, which I'm gonna have to go give levels to. We're gonna try to fix that today. We're gonna see what the XP thing does. I have an idea of how we can make it automatic, but I don't know how quickly we can set that up. And I want to mostly go to Eris so we can get tantalum more than anything else. So everything else seems to be working just fine though, so can't complain. Let's just get out of here. And also I want to mention, I've been collecting stuff from this. We just got a flawless greenhouse. I had an algorithm separator between episodes, and this is filling out pretty nicely. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be awesome to have all that stuff kind of automatically there if we need it. We can always just kind of mess around with things and whatnot. Anyways, we need the machine frame. Let's go get that. And that is IC2 stuff, so hopefully we have enough UV matter. Machine frame 12. Yes, we do. Single run, please. And then we'll be ready to go to the space station, and then from there to the next planet, hopefully. Worst case scenario, we have to go back to the moon, and then I have to do all this stuff again. But apart from the one thing, it shouldn't be that bad. And we can get do the void automatically made and whatnot. So there's some things that we can do. But there is the matter receiver. That is awesome. And wrong thing. Put that in there. So real quick, let's go ahead and make this XP vacuum. We need a pulsating crystal, which I should probably teach the system how to make the pulsating nuggets. For now, eventually we will use drawers for that, so it won't be that big of a deal. And I'll get rid of those recipes, but we just need a pulsating crystal. And that'll take all of 2 seconds to craft. There we go, an XP vacuum. And I'm not entirely sure how this is going to work, so we're going to just plop it down and see what it is. And then we will go from there. So if we need more stuff, I can set up automation for doing the void and all that kind of fun stuff, especially the buckets. That's not that difficult. So it needs liquid XP to activate. Let's see if we have... I know we have solidified experience. And what we can do... We have a mechanical user. We have solidified experience. What we can do is we can just place this down and have it use the experience. And then store it, I guess, would work. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So we put that there. Let's put this actually not there. Like so. How do I feed you experience? Because it says it needs to be activated with liquid XP. So I don't know. We need to get liquid XP. That's the thing. I'm seeing we can get a bucket of it from who knows what. This is very weird. But with an experience rod, we can right-click on a fluid tank containing XP to gain levels, or shift right-click to transfer levels to the tank. So let's get another experience rod, I guess. And we'll see if it works this way. And if it does, then what we can do is basically set up the mechanical user with solidified experience, and that'll be fine. So let's see if this works. Because I don't know if it will or not. We just have to experiment a little. But then we're going to go to space and do space things. Alright. XP vacuum. Okay. Maybe this doesn't do what I think it does. So it is absorbing them. I guess let's get a tank. Let's get a what are they called? Are they fluid tanks? There we go. I was like, portable tanks? No, that's wrong mod. Everything is called something different, I swear, and it's so... I don't know. I don't even know anymore. There's so many different tanks and whatnot. I don't know what's which. Anyways, let's grab a fluid tank, and we'll use this. And if we want to set up automation for other crystals later, we can do that pretty easily just by switching what soul vial we get. So if we put those here, it pushes it into that, and then we can just configure this to push into there. So let's go ahead and give that all of our experience. And then that seems to be working. Cool. So that'll be the plan on how to get experience to all that. We're going to keep this experience routed because it might be useful. And yeah, let's get our spacesuit on. And we'll get our O2 is fine enough for me. I don't anticipate having any issues with that. Let's go ahead and put that away. We don't need the Yeta wrench. Keep that out, I guess. We have plenty of stuff. And we have all our things. I'm going to keep the flawless. Let's grab some chests. I had a bunch of chests on me. We're going to grab a few of them. And actually, we're just going to dump everything in here that we don't want to lose. Is there anything else that I care about a lot? Advanced charge border we need. That can go on us. We'll take some rocket fuel on us. And all of this stuff will be fine to place on us. Do we need anything from here? I don't know, but we're going to keep it. Let's go ahead and charge up our thing once again. Our battery. And hopefully this will get plenty of charge later. While we're gone, I don't know what's draining the charge so much. Because this is not running. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And one of these days we will upgrade the solar panel. Anyways, this is also off, so that might have something to do with it. But I think it's... No, it's not out of Yellorium yet, but it is getting close. So let's head to the space station. And... home. Space station. Dial once. We are in our spacesuit. We should be fine. Cool. So now that we're up here, there is the question, do we have enough dilithium to get to the next planet? And that is a good question. I don't know if we do or not. But we're at our nice, awesome base. And, okay, I was using saplings. That is fine by me. We have our warp core. We are currently above Mars. Let's now select the planet to go to be Eris or Neptune. So where are we even at currently? That's Mercury. Oh, we're actually really close. Jupiter, Saturn. Select planet. There is 3 series. Where is... Oh, I didn't even see them. Eris. So that's where we want to go. It's going to cost 231 fuel. I don't know how much fuel we actually have. So we're going to just warp there and hope that it works. Cool. I love our spaceship. This is definitely taking a while. We are now orbiting Eris, which is awesome. That's what we want. Now, Eris is going to be a fairly simple planet to deal with, because it is... Alright, we need to shift right click, select destination, Eris, select... actually, no, we want guidance computer. And then select the destination. And there is one planet ID chip. We're going to do that again, just to make a copy. And before we do anything else, let's go ahead and put that away. We are good on fuel. And here's the really neat thing about this. fuel should not be an issue for this planet at all, because it has a very, very low gravity. This should be pretty straightforward to kind of do everything with. So we just need to send this, we'll need to bring this back with us. We'll worry about that soon enough. But once we have the matter receiver on the planet and everything, it'll be fine. And we do have more fuel, so we can always just add more fuel whenever we need to. How much did that add? Only added a bucket. That was quite a bit, actually. Alright, so space is silent. Eris is going to be a pretty... there could be mobs on this planet. I don't know. That is something that we might want to make sure we're good with. There is always the chance, so we're going to go ahead and descend. There is always the chance that there is going to be mobs or something on here. Some of the planets have them, some of them don't. It's kind of random, to be honest. But this is the planet we want to go to because we can make the advanced circuits with the tantalum that we can find here. And this planet should be fairly easy to deal with. Because like I said, low gravity should not affect anything too much. But yeah. So we're landed. We have our moon turf. Let's just come over here. And we'll set up something like so. Starch extractor. Charge this guy up. We're going to call this Eris. And we're going to build just a little bit of a shelter around it. Not much of one. Just kind of something. And I forgot to bring glowstone. Oh well. So it might get a little dark. But I don't know that we're going to have mobs or anything like that. So I'm not too concerned. There's always the chance, though, that bad things will spawn. But it doesn't look like we're going to have anything here. So that's good. So this is just a little structure to kind of make things a little bit nicer. Before we head back to the space station, let's go ahead and mine out a little bit and see if we can't get some... Whoa. I hate this glitch. Invisible blocks. Oh man, come on. We're slowly moving. Sometimes when you dig out too much, you get too quickly anyways. You get stuck. The game thinks there's blocks there and they're not. So let's just do one of these. And hopefully, again, I would put torches up, but they go out immediately. It's a bummer. We're looking for tantalum. And tantalum ore is found as high up as 50, but ideally 35. So let's just get down low. And just kind of make some headspace for us. I'm not going to be very... I'm not going to be very, like, picky about this. We're just going to do what we can. Oh my gosh, I am going to be picky about the staircase, evidently. But yeah, so apologies that it is going to be a little bit dark. for now, but I want to at least see that there is tantalum here, and then we can always come back and get it. That is the point of the matter receivers, and kind of why I'm doing this like staircase down to 35. And we are going to need to go to the moon sooner rather than later. But that is not that big of a deal. And right here is some tantalum. Perfect. So there should be, it looks like there's fairly large ore veins with this. Which is always nice to see. Eventually we won't have to mine this ourselves ever. But that is still going to be a bit before we can make the digital miner and make things nice and easy on ourselves. I actually want to be at this level. So yeah, we have tantalum. We also have a very full inventory. Let's just keep a stack of that. Where's the tantalum? There it is. We have 14 tantalum. So with this, what we can start doing is making the advanced circuits in a nicer way. And that is always good because advanced circuits from IC2 are really expensive in this pack. So making mechanisms circuits are going to be better. And yeah, there are no mobs that are going to spawn down here, and this is going to be a fantastic way to get plenty of ore. So, I'll tell you guys what, let's go ahead and end the episode off here. I'm going to gather up some tantalum, probably not that much of it, but a good bit. I do need to keep an eye on our oxygen levels, but I'm going to gather up some tantalum, and then next time, we might start off in space. I want to make 2 more matter receivers. And I'm going to set up just some basic automation for the solidified experience. Nothing major. We're just going to put apply energistics to it. Have a conduit that supplies that with the solidified experience, the mechanical user, so that we can get all of the goodies that we want. And then kind of go from there. So the plan is we're going to go to 2 new planets next time, and then start work with mechanism. And we already have like almost a stack of this stuff. So that is good. There's so much of it. So yeah, I'm going to get just a little bit more, head home, and prepare to go back to the moon, as well as the Neptune, I believe, is the next planet on our list. And we might even try to hit the last of the 4 planets as well and get, what is the last thing we need? I actually don't remember. So let's look it up. Space age. 4 ores on 4 different planets. Mercury, oh, it's Mercury. Because we have zirconium, I believe. No, zirconium was on... So we have tantalum. Zirconium is on Mars, so we need Mercury. So we're going to be going to Mercury and Neptune. Mercury ore is used for the electrolytic cores, which we'll need, as well as... That's pretty much it. The electrolytic cores is the main thing, which we're going to need for the electrolytic separators, as well as the gas-burning generators, which are really, really powerful. Because I don't think we need the mithril at all. So we'll kind of see, but that'll be the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know we didn't get all of the like auto crafting done off camera like I was hoping, but most of it was kind of necessary to bring you guys in and show you guys what I was doing. I figured it'd be a little bit easier, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.